All right, in this video, we are going to work through this example about interfaces. So the directions say create an interface called runner. The interface has an abstract method called run that displays a message describing the meaning of the word run to the class. Create classes called machine, athlete, and political candidate that all implement runner. All right, create an application that demonstrates the use of these classes. Save the files as runner.java, machine.java, so on and so forth. Okay, so first up, the interface. All right, so open up a new file, public interface runner. So creating an interface is at first pretty much like creating a class. It's going to have a interface header, right? And pretty much the only difference is you're putting class instead of interface instead of class, right, on the interface here, as far as what the header looks like. Okay. All right. And let's see, what do they want in the interface? The interface has an abstract method called run that displays a message describing the meaning of the word run to the class. Okay. So in here, I would have an abstract method. All right, and it says it displays, so that sounds like this method is printing. So I'm going to put a return type of void, right? And that's it. All right, now you may say, well, what about, right, public, private, all that stuff? But remember, right, in an interface, it is public and abstract by default, right? So really this is public abstract void run, but Java will put that public and abstract in whether you put it in there or not. All right, so there is my interface, and that's it. So usually, right, not a lot of code in these interfaces, just abstract methods and constants. All right, next up it says create classes called machine, run, and political candidate that all implement runner. All right, so these are going to be the classes that implement that. So public class machine. All right, and then it's going to be implements runner. All right, as soon as you put implements runner, right, and you try to compile this, right, Java is going to check to see, hey, is there a method in there named run, right? As soon as you implement that interface, you're going to have to implement all of the abstract methods in here, all right? And so if I hit compile, it's not going to compile. All right, you can see machine is not abstract and does not override the abstract method run in runner, right? So Java is saying, hey, look, you implemented this runner interface. Over here, right, in the runner interface, there is an abstract method that you do not have in your class. So either you are going to have to put abstract up here, or you're going to have to make a run method. And so we are going to make a run method. So public void run. And here we're supposed to print something out. All right, compile it, and you can see that it compiles just fine now. So now Java said, okay, you did what you were supposed to do, right? You implemented runner, and you have all of the required methods, right, that are listed over here. All right, it says something about that displays a message describing the meaning of the word run to the class. So run as in to operate continuously. All right, so that's what it means when we're talking about a machine running, right? That means it's in operation. let's see, the next class is athlete. Oops, and we want this to implement the runner interface. Again, it's not going to compile, right, because of the fact that we do not have this run method. It implements the runner interface, and we don't have the run method yet. So let's put it in there, public void run. And then we are supposed to run as in to move on foot at a rate faster than a walk. All right, so we've implemented the run method, right? And everything should go. All right, and then a new class, public class, political candidate, implement runner. All right, and it will need a run method as well, just like the other two, because it implements the runner interface. And so that will be run as in to seek political office. Okay, so you can see, right, all of these classes, machine, athlete, and political candidate, they all implement this same interface over here, runner, so they all have that in common. But notice, right, how that method is customized to each type of machine. So, or each type of class, each of these three classes, right? We customize this to suit this class. This method, right, this description just better describes an athlete. This description of run better describes a political candidate. Okay. All right, so let's see. All right, so we did that. We created these classes. They all implement runner. It says create an application that demonstrates the use of the classes. So demo runners. So public class demo runners, and a main method, public static void main string args. All right, and we need to create some objects. So create a machine object, create an athlete object, and a political candidate object. Okay. Got an I in here. All right, and then let's see. Demonstrates the use of the classes, right? So, so we created these objects, and then now what we'll do is just call that run method. So machine run, that will display the message for for the machine, called the run method in the athlete object, and call the run method in the political candidate object. So now when we run that, it should print out the 3 different messages there. Okay. All right, that is it on this one. In the next video, we will do an example where we use one of the built-in interfaces in Java.